नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आप सभी का। आप देख रहे हैं प्रधानमंत्री विद्या चैनल और NCERT ऑफिशियल। मैं हूं आपके साथ धर्मेंद्र सिंह। समय है वेबिनार का और यहां पर एक ख़ास टूल के बारे में हम जानकारी हासिल करेंगे और कैसे उसका उपयोग आगे के लिए किया जा सकता है, इसके बारे में भी हम अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। अगर आपके कोई प्रश्न है, कोई क्वेरी है तो आप संपर्क कर सकते हैं हमारे टोल फ्री नंबर पर। हियर इज़ द टोल फ्री नंबर, यू कैन सी ऑन योर टेलीविजन स्क्रीन 8800440559। Apart from this, if you would like to send your questions through email, of course you can do this on official mail ID of webinar, which is training@ciet.nic.in. To watch this program live, you can tune PMB Vidya channel and also NCERT official YouTube channel to watch this program live. Okay, so let me introduce the topic first, what we are going to understand, which is creative assessment using EdSite. To know more about this, I would like to introduce Mr. Pradeep Devre, and he is from ZP School, Bokardave, Taluka, Nipad, Nasik, Maharashtra. I welcome you, sir. Mr. Devre, can you hear me? I think there is some technical glitch as we are not getting the voice of our experts. We will try to catch him soon. All right. Till we are going to find him. If you have any questions, any query, I already told you where you can actually contact with us. Few more things I would like to tell you, because this webinar session is we always bring you all people to know maximum and various kind of tools and apps, so where you can do something in the ICT field. So that's why this session is very important. So once again we will try to connect our expert, Mr. Pradeep Devre. He is connecting with us from Nasik, Maharashtra. Mr. Devre, can you hear me? I think voice is still not.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yes. Sir, lights were on, so I were out of the.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Everything is fine now. So we are very excited to know about this particular tool. So if we can introduce to our audience how we can create assessment using EdSite.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, CIET and NCERT, for giving me this opportunity to present my topic. And today's my topic is creating assessment using EdSite. So I am not going to waste any time, and we are going to see how this tool will helpful to the teachers and students to engage into the assessment area. Namaste, I am Pradeep Amrutrao Devre, Assistant Teacher ZP School Bokardare, Nashik, Maharashtra. And today I am going to introduce you what is EdSite, features of EdSite, exploring, creating and sharing content, and last live demonstration about this tool. So first, let's know more about the EdSite. What is EdSite? EdSite is a comprehensive education platform equipping teachers with customizable content and quality common core resources. This platform is built by teachers for teachers to tackle the classroom challenges of today and strengthen the quality of education tomorrow. EdSite is about enabling teachers to engage their students better. This is key to improve students' learning and reducing teacher workload. To this end, EdSite provides a web-based platform for teachers to design interactive assignments. Let's see the features of EdSite. Actually, EdSite enables with a lot of features, but I have pointed out some features here. It has 60+ question types. It has free platform for students and teachers. Everyone can explore the huge library of question and assignments from this platform. It is accessible on Windows, macOS, iOS, and Androids. And last one, you can see the huge library, more than 2 lakh questions you can find here to elaborate and explore. Let's get ahead. How to start with this platform? If you are new, you have to search on any search engine, edsite.com. You will get this window, and here you can click this button. You will get this pop-up window. And this one window is for teacher, and this one is for student. Means the teacher, if they want to use this platform, they can sign in with or sign up with their Google account or their Microsoft account, and if they have Clever account, they can sign up with the Clever account, or they can write their full name, email, user ID, password, and re-entering password. They can get started with this platform. And if you are a student, this is useful pop-up window for the student to join this EdSite platform. You can join with your Google account, Microsoft, Clever, and you can join with the class link which have been provided by your teacher. If you would like to join with the username or email ID and password, you can put your email ID here and password here and log in onto this platform. You can also enter to this platform using the class code which have been shared with you by your teacher. In this way, the teacher and student can navigate to the platform of EdSite. After logging to this edsite.com, you can see 5 tabs: home, assignments, questions, reports, and roster. Here in the right side, you can see create new class. By clicking this tab, you can create new class on this platform. When you click new class creation, you can see this pop-up window, and here at the very top of this window, you can see that impart from Google Classroom. If you have created your classroom on your Google Classroom platform, you can impart that classroom here from Google Classroom as well as from a Clever account. Okay. And if you want to create your own classroom on this platform, you have to put the name of the class here. You can see class name here. After putting the class name here, you can get computer generated class code. You need not to create your own class code or edit it. After that, you have to keep this enrollment on and then should click on this create button. When you click on this create button, you will see your class will be created. After creating a class, you can add the students to your class. So how can you add the students? First, when you click on the add students, you will get this pop window, and at the very top of this window, you can see add an existing student from your EdSite roster. Means if you already have logged into the EdSite platform and you have created students or entered students, you can bring those students from your EdSite roster and add to this class. Otherwise, you can put the name of the students here, username of the student, password, and email ID. And you can write some notes, for example, welcome to the class 8 or welcome to the class 8 English, whatever it may be. You have to, you should have take the screenshot of this password. It will not be forgettable. Okay. And after filling these information, you have to click on the create student. Whenever you will click create student, your student will be added to the class. After adding student to the class, your classroom is ready with your students. Now it is the time to send assignment and assign some questions as well as the assignments to your students. So by clicking the assignment tab, you can see the drop down tabs also: library, collection, my assignment. Let's see. While clicking library tab, you can see the use library of assignments in front of you. Here at the left side, you can see the filters: grade-wise filters, subject-wise filters, show favorites. If you have clicked the favorite assignments, you can see here. If you click here, my share assignments, the share assignment which you have already shared on this platform. Next thing is that number of questions. Means this is another filter you can use. Means if you want to share with your students or with your class the assignment which have only 10 questions, if you want to send the assignment, we should have 11 to 20 questions. You can use these filters. Means these are the question number wise filters you can use. Again, here you can see the multimedia, images, audio, and video files you can use. If you click the image, you will find the assignments which have been created on the image. Means there would be an image in the assignment, and the questions will be asked on the particular image. As well as if you select the audio file, you will find the assignments which will have the audio files and the questions which will be created based on those audio files. So students will listen those audio files and answer the questions. The same thing is happen with the video files. You will find the videos in those assignments and the questions relating to those videos. Yes. Now next, the collection of the assignments. There are a lot of collections of assignments have been put into on this platform by the EdSite team and other teachers too. And you can explore these collection of assignments by clicking any assignment collection, and you can send or share with your students so that they can explore these assignments. Next, whenever you assign any question or any topic to your student, this window will appear in front of you. So it will ask you whether you want to assign the assignment to the classes which you have created on this platform. If you have created the classes 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it may be, you will find the list of the classes here, and you can choose all those classes if you want to assign the same assignment to all classes. Or if you want to assign a single class, you can use or click the single class here and click here on the assign button. The assignment will be assigned to the particular class or so many classes. If you want to send or assign the assignment to a particular student, so you will find the list of the students you added into your class, and you will find the students whom you want to send the assignment. You can click the name before the name of the student and will click this assign button. The assignment will be sent to the particular students whom do you want to send. Yes. And the third tab is start code. When you click on this start code, you will find the particular 5-number code, and as well as along with you will find the link of the assignment too. You can copy the link or copy the code and will share on the WhatsApp group of your students. In this way, you can share the assignments to the students. My assignments. Next tab is my assignments. When you click my assignments, you will find a lot of which you already have assigned or created on your assignment dashboard. Okay, and you can choose any one of the assignment and share. Whenever you will choose or click any one assignment, all the share, delete, archive, and folder tab will be activated, and you can share those assignments to your class. As well as if you want to delete the assignment, you can delete it, you can make it archive, and you can send to it your assignment folders. Okay, and then how to create the assignment. Here you can see the assignment creating tab. When you want to create the assignment, you have to put the name of the assignment here. From here you can choose the grades. From here you can choose the subject, and next you can create here the question for the assignment. After completing it, you can share the assignments to the students. Next tab is questions. Here you can see the same thing which we have seen in assignment tab. Question, bank, my questions, and create. Here you can see the question bank. Here you can see two tabs, search tab and browse standard. Browse standards contains the standard assignment have been put by the EdSite team. And when you click the search tab, you will see this search box. You can write the topic name on this search box and click on this search button. You will find whatever topic you want to assign. You will find a lot of assignments. Here you can find the filters also. Grade-wise filters, subject-wise filters, as well as image, video, audio, voice filters. Whenever you click this assignment, the build assignment and save question tab will be active, and you can directly build the assignments and it will appear in your My Assignment tab. And if you save this question, it will directly question tab. In this way, you can save the questions from this huge library, and it will be like this. You can see these questions. Yes. And the last tab is create a question. How can we create a question? If you want to create your own questions, you can use the create question tab. Here you can see the filters: student action, subject, full listing, and my favorites. Whenever you click, find different kinds of things and categories. When you click subject, you will find math, ELA, social studies, maths, and lot of subjects here in the category. You will find the question types according to the subject category. If you click the math subject, you will find all the question types which are relevant to the math subject. If you will click ELA, English Language Arts class, you will find a lot of questions relating with the language. And after clicking any type of question, you can click this create question button, and your question formation tab will appear in front of you, and you can create the questions like this, creating a question. And next tab is reports. When you assign any topic to your students, they will submit it. After their submission, you can see the report of your students here in the report tab. Here you can choose the date from where to where you want to see the reports of your students. From here, drop down menu, you can see for which assignment or for what assignment you want to see the report. Okay, or which class do you want to see the reports of which class students. Very good. Okay, when you choose all these things, you will find the summary and grade assessment. So you can see the live progress of your students, whether they have completed it or they are completing. Here, grade assignments, when you click here, the three tabs appear in front of you: grade by students, grade by question, and grade view. When you click grade by students, you find the students, how many students have submitted their assignments, and you will find their scores in front of you. As well as when you click grade by questions, so you will find the question by question assignment submission and their scoring. And the last thing is roster. Roster is related with the classes, how many classes you have created on this platform. Okay, for example, I have created 8th grade class, 8th grade English class, 8th grade maths class, 8th grade social studies class. Like this, you can create so many classes on this platform. There is no limit. And second thing is that my students. Here you can find the students which you have added to a particular class. So in this way, you can see this platform. Now we are going to see the live demo. On any browser, you can write add site, and you will find these links. At the very first link, you have to click. When you click on the very first link, you will navigate to the main page of its site. Here you can find join for free tab. When you click join for free tab, it two sub tabs or drop down tabs as a student, as a teacher. If you want to create assignment for your students, you have to click as a teacher. I already signed up to this platform, so I am going to log in as a teacher to this platform. Yes. How can I log in? I can log in with my Google account, my Microsoft account, or Clever account, or I can log in with the class link itself. Means if some of my colleagues have created the class, a class, and I want to join to his class, I can click here class link and will put the class link here and will join. But I'm going to use my user ID, which I already have been created, and here is my password for the login. And now I'm going to log into my home page. Here you can see my account. Here my name is there. I have not submitted my photo here. This is my home page, where you can see the class I have already created. Let's see step by step how can we use this platform. Here you can see my classes on the home page and recent assignments, which I have created before. Okay. Now here another tab is open. Alphabetically recently created of students recently assigned. But I have created a single class on this platform, so it will not work properly. So let's see how can we create a class. While by clicking this create new class, we can create a class. As I said before, we can import a classroom which we have created on our Google Classroom platform or Clever platform. But now I am going to create a new class. Eighth grade Social Studies. Eighth grade Social Studies classroom. Here I put the name of the class. And here you can see the class code automatically generated by the computer. And enrollment on, I keep this on itself. I write a note, welcome students to Social Studies classroom. In this way I can put the notice. By clicking create tab, my classroom is created. Here you can see 8th grade Social Studies classroom. Okay, so now I have created my classroom. Now I want to add the students. I want to add a student. So here in the below of the classroom, you can see add students and upload CSV. CSV means comma separated value file. If you have created comma separated value file on your Excel platform, you can directly upload the file from there on this platform. So the students will directly attach to this classroom. But I want to add the students. So I will click here to add the students. When I click to add the students, a window created or comes in front of me, and it says that add an existing student from your Excite roster. So I click here. Let's see, is there any existing student in my roster? Yes, I have a student in my roster. So I click here, and this one is a student which already existed in my roster. So I can use this student to Social Studies class also, but we can use another student let's see again. We can create another student because it is already there. So, okay, add students to the class. Here, I will put the name of the student. Use username, and I can create the password for her. I will remember this password for the reference. Yes, I will put the email and welcome message. Welcome to the class. In this way, I can fill up the information of the student, and we click in the create student button. Yes. So, social studies classroom. You can see the student already okay, student already saved to this classroom. Okay. Next thing is that after creating the students and after creating the classroom, we are going to see the main part of this platform. It is assignments. When we click the assignments, we can see the 4 sub-tabs in front of us. First is library, second is collection, third is my assignments, and fourth one is assignments. When we click the library, you can see 2 tabs, search and browse standards. What is search tab? Let's see what is search tab. When we click search tab, we can find this search box, and I will write some topic, for example. Yes, I will write topic tens and search for the topic tens. So when I write the tens word in the search box and click for the search button, you can find lot of assignments regarding tense, verb tense practice, tense, English practice, participles, then vocabulary sentence fillings, like this. So many assignments will appear in front of you. Okay. Here you can find the filter, also sort by filter, popularity of the assignments regarding tenses, 11th assignment regarding tenses, newest assignment on tenses, or oldest assignment. So you will find the sort by. And if you want to see the activities on tense or grade wise, so you can, when you click on the grade filter, this pop-up window appear in front of you, and you can find level classrooms, middle classrooms, and high school classrooms. So, for example, I have already chosen a classroom. Again, I choose it and click here, done button. So, the assignments which will be created for 8th class on 10th topic will be appear in front of me. Second thing is that subject-wise assignments. Here you can find English language arts, math, science, social studies, world languages, spatial education, speech and language arts, and miscellaneous. So you can find any one topic or any one subject here, and you can choose them. For example, I will choose English language arts and will click on the done button. So the assignments which are related with the ELA classroom will appear in front of us. Next filters are show favorites. Then my share assignments. If I have shared some assignments on my platform, so when I will click here, I can see the assignments which have been shared on my platform. Here you can see a single assignment have been shared. Okay. Now here is the number of questions. Another filter is number of questions. If you want, the assignment should have more than 10 questions. So you can use this 11 to 20 number of questions tab. So you will find those assignments which will have 20 questions. Here you can see this assignment have 20 questions here. So in this way you can use any filter for the number of questions. Here multimedia filters. When you click image button, the assignments will appear in front of you which will have the images. Here you can see those assignments. Let's see the preview of those assignments, whether there is image or not. Yes, some assignment doesn't have the images. This is the assignment which have been given for the, yes, here you can see the image and the questions have been prepared on this image and we will have to solve these questions. Yes, when you click on the video tab, you will find video assignment, but here there is no assignments on TENS topic. Let's see another topics or just see the video. Let's click on the video. Yes, now we can have video topics. Let's see this preview of this assignment. Is there any video or not? This assignment doesn't have any video. Assignment which will have video. Yes. Yes. Let's see. This assignment has a video. So whenever we assign this assignment to our students, they will see this video, watch this video, and will solve the questions regarding this video. Yes. In this way, we can use these filters. Now, grading filters. Some assignments are auto-graded. Means they have been already graded by the EdSite team. And so whenever we will send these assignments to our students, they will directly get the scores. Second is mixed grading. Mixed grading means here a teacher who want to assign assignment to the students can edit those grades and give the bonus grades also. And the last one is teacher graded. Teacher graded means the assignments you can use and you can decide how much grades should be given to each and every question in this assignment. In this way, we can see the assignments according to the filters. Okay, now next tab is collection of the assignments. Yes, when you click on collection on the assignments, you can find a lot of collections of the assignments which have been made by the EdSite team or other teachers who have submitted their collection. When you click on this view collection, you will find, yes, you will find the assignments, day-to-day assignments. Yes, here. Yes, you can schedule these assignments to your classrooms. Okay, or you can copy this link and will share with your students so that they can explore these assignments and will submit into your classroom. Okay, in this way we can search for the assignments from the collection and library and will send to our students. Now next thing is my assignments. Yes, this is the tab where you have created, means here you can find the assignments you have created for your classroom. So till the date I have created a single assignment here, which I have been explored from the library. Okay, so I explored this assignment from the library and put in my assignment section. When I click on the right block, left box of these assignments, the tabs share, delete, archive and two folder will be active. So when I click on the share tab, okay, the assignments to whom I want to share this assignment will be created. So this window will comes in front of me, and I can assign this this assignment share to particular grade. For example, 8th grade or 7th grade or 6th grade, and I can use the subject too. Okay, in this. If I want to delete this assignment, I can directly choose here and click this delete button. The assignment will be deleted. Okay. Yes. Now here you can see the 3 dots in the action tab. 3 dots in the action tab. When I click here, I can see lot of tabs here. First is assign. Okay. Second is manage, live progress, grade, report, view and share, then print, copy and invite. Okay. See, let's see one by one. When I click assign, okay. When I click assign the particular assignment, I will see the classes in front of me. Okay. I will see the classes in front of me. So I have created 2 classes on this platform. First is 8th grade English classroom. Second is 8th grade social studies classroom. So I will assign this assignment to the 8th grade English classroom because it is related to the English subject. So I click on this box. Whenever I click on this box, here you can see the start date and due date. When I click on the due date, I can choose a due date. Send this assignment to your students for 4 to 5 days. They have to complete it. So you can use like this. And after selecting the due date, for example, I have selected 26. So you can click on this assign tab. After clicking the assign tab, the assignment will be assigned to the classroom. Okay. Let's see. Next, the same assignment I want to assign to a particular student, not to the whole class. So I will click on this tab. Okay. When I click on this tab, 2 students come in front of me. Both the students I have already created for my demo, and just we have created this one, and I click this student's name, and also again here I will use due date. When I use due date 25 and click assign button, the assignment will be assigned to a particular student. For example, I click yes, successfully schedule 1 assignment to a 1 student. This is the confirmation message I will get when I assign the particular assignment to a particular student. Okay. Yes, and we can also this time if you want your student should use this start sport of assignment or want their link, you can click here start link copy and to the clipboard. So you can use this link or this code for completing the assignment or for sending the assignments to your students. Okay, we can assign the assignments to the students. Okay, then manage the assignment. How can we manage the assignments? If we want to assign the assignment from the class, we can click by class. Here you can see class 8th grade English classroom. When I click unassign, assignment will be unassigned. Here, my student, I have already assigned the assignment to Swaranjali Devre. But if I want to unassign, I can click unassign, and the assignment will be unassigned from her account. And by code also the same thing will be happening.
Well,
Here,
Mr.
you
Devre,
can see-
let me remind you some time limit. We have only 15 minutes left now.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Live progress, you can find live progress from here. Grading, you can see the grading of the assignment from here. Yes. Here, you can see the grading. How can the assignment has been graded by the teacher, or the assignment already auto-graded. So you can see. Here, you can put the date. For example, August and here September. Means you can find the assignments from August to September. Here you can see the assignment and for what classes you have selected the assignment. Okay, and here you can see the live progress, grade assignment, and summary report. If you want to see the grade assignment, here already Swaranjali Devre already has submitted her assignment and she has got 30 marks out of 100. She has completed it in 7 minutes on 24th of August. So when you click here, you will get the full information about her assignment, question-wise information. When you click the questions, you will get the answers, or you will get the information about the questions and the correct or wrong or correct answer. If you want to add the remarks, you can click here and you can add the remarks about the assignments. If you want to regrade the assignments, you can use this tab. And question-wise response you can see from here. And here you can see grade-wise, question-wise description about the assignment. Here is you can see the summary of the assignment, question-wise details and graphical presentation of the assignment which have been given to a particular student. In this way, we have seen how can we assign the different assignments to the students. This is the question tab. When we click the question tab, you can find the same thing which we have seen in the assignment. If I click this question, the build assignment and save question tab will activate, and when I will click here, so the question will be saved to my questions, means here in this area. So in this area, you can find the questions already I have said here. When I click here, the tabs will be activated. I can share this question to the assignment. I can delete this question. I can assign this question directly to the students also. Okay, in this way, we can assign the different questions. While going to create question tab, yes, I already told that we have created the question. For example, I use the filter subject and use ELA in language arts, and here you can find, when I click English language arts, here you can find different types of questions which are usable for the English language tab. I will use multiple choice question and click here create a question. When I click here create a question, the tab appears in front of me, and here I will write the question. For example, I am teacher, and my prompt is rewrite the sentence in past tense.
Mr. Devre, only 10 minutes left now.
Yes, sir.
Only 10
Here you
minutes
can
left.
add the question. I was a teacher. T-A-C-H, yeah. And here I am a T-E-A-C-H. Yeah. Okay. So I use Okay, I will delete both these. Okay, here I have created a question, multiple choice question. Already you can see the correct answer here, and I will save it to my folder. Yes, let's see, is it seen in my folder? Yes, question folder. Here you can see the question. Sorry, it is not submit. Okay, in this way we can create the question. And the last thing is roster. Roster is the catalog of the classes, how many classes I have created on this platform and how many students we have added to this platform. These are this is the roster platform. Okay, sir, I have completed from my side.
That's great. Still, we have some questions to be asked about to the as per the viewer queries. So, can we remove created class? Is it possible if we are following that outside particular tool?
Yes, sir. We can create. We can remove the classroom. When I click the classroom, you can see here edit class. When I click the edit class, so here you can see the tab delete class. So I can, when I click the delete class, the class will be deleted. Here you can see the class is deleted. Yes, sir.
Right. And can we send assignment directly to the students if we wish to do this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can copy the code of the assignment as well as the link of the assignment, and we can send it to the WhatsApp groups of our students as well as on the Facebook and Twitter also. And we can invite our colleagues also.
Right. So where can we see the the saved assignments if we saved something into the particular file? So is it possibility that we can see this? If yes, then how?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When we send the assignments, when we share the assignments, it will directly go to my assignment tab. So you can see the share assignment. Yes, I have shared this assignment. So you can see the assignment on the assignments tab when you shared from the library or collections. Yes.
And what about the print assignment? If you would like to get this, so how can we get this print assignment?
Yes, sir. When you see the assignment in my assignment tab, here you can see the action button, action slot, and here you can see the 3 buttons, 3 points. When you click these 3 points, you can see here print button. When you click the print button, yes, you can see the print of the assignment, and you have to apply it. The print will be ready for the printing. Sir.
As we all know that we are suffering badly through this pandemic. So how do you see the role of ICT, especially when we all had been challenged to do something under the uncontrolled situation? So how do you rate actually your role, especially I'm conducting teachers and the parents and all, not the parents, I would say counselors in this field, where we have achieved something phenomenal, where we have nothing to do something, but you have exceptionally done so well to get something very special.
Definitely, sir, definitely. Since 2 years, we have been gone through very difficult conditions because of the COVID-19. And for your kind information, sir, I don't know about others, but I have been successfully using ICT tools in my classroom. So, though my students are from a very rural area, they are very keen to learn more things about that. So, I have been using all those tools since 2 years, and as well as I have given training to the teachers as well as stakeholders about these ICT tools on different platforms itself. And I would like to say that though these tools, some students can diverse in using these tools, but these are very useful if we use those in ethical ways.
See, in several platforms, we found several various kinds of tool. So we always talk about authenticity about a particular tool, as we are talking today about the ad side. So do we have any kind of authenticity if we are going to use it? Because this question is going to be asked by so many audience. So we will not get confused if we will get something very positive if we are chasing this particular tool, what we are talking about today about the ad side. So do we have any authenticity about this particular tool?
Very good question. Actually, there are so many tools the people are using nowadays because they want everything in free. Okay, so many tools are very powerful as well as useful, but we don't know authenticity of those tools. But regarding this ad site, this is a standard tool used by the standard of US schooling system. So if you go to the standard, if you go to search the assignments, you will find the standard browse standard tab there. So you will find all those assignments we have been standardized by the US schooling system. So I think it is so too much authenticate.
See, always there is a possibility to ask this question, because it's not a question, basically an issue. Because being as an adolescent, suppose if I would like to choose my career in ICT fields, as per the initial stage, there has always been a possibility to get distracted. So where actually we need to put our step to go ahead, so where we wouldn't be distracted and we will actually get our path if we are seeking our career in ICT tool. So what suggestion you would like to give to our audience who's actually looking for this?
Actually, online tools and web-based platforms are really a worship for every and each sector, as like education. So it is depend on the user, how authentically and how ethically he will use those platforms. So I would like to tell all those people they should create their career in these online web-based platforms by using all the things in ethical way.
Right. So being as a teacher, any suggestion would you like to give to the audience actually, or the students, whosoever believes actually to do something very big, but actually somewhere they are lacking because of some reasons. So how we can find that nerves actually to overcome that? Okay, that's fine. If you would like to start with from that particular place, there is no problem at all. Actually, you need to this kind of things. So if you will do this, you will have a bright future, especially in ICT fields. So how can you find those kind of students being as a teacher? Is that going to be a little challenge for you, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. It is a very big challenge to the teacher to reach out those students who are lagged behind because of the lack of gadgets and lack of internet access to the students. But as a teacher, I am using my gadgets and go to the step to my students and use the gadgets to teach the students and trying them to get into the main course.
Right. So I think there is no hyperbole if I would say the role of teachers been exceptionally well under the pandemic situation. So thank you so much for this. Any message lastly would you like to give to our audience before we wind up the session?
Yes, I would like to say all the audience that please use ICT tools to strengthen your students.
I think that's a great message you have been delivered to the audience. So thank you so much for watching this program, all the viewers, because we are running short of time. But thank you so much, sir, for your patience, for your time, what you have given to our audience, whosoever you, and they were so excited to know about this particular tool, and in the same way you have been enlightened to them to get something very big. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much once again for all the viewers for watching this program. Next is a connect between parent and child under the SAHYAG program in a short while earlier. Stay tuned.